Okay, everyone turn to page 367 if you're not already there. We are on lesson 54. This is for angle relationships. What do you think angle relationships have to talk about today? Relationships between angles, right? What do you think? Why do we care about relationships between angles? Can anyone think of an angle relationship? Alex?
Well, okay, I don't know, but like the obtuse and the
Okay, obtuse, acute, that's kind of identifying angles. Think about the relationships between angles.
The adjacent angles and opposite angles.
Adjacent angles and opposite angles. Do you know what they are?
Adjacent is one that shares a common vertex but do not overlap.
What does that even mean, Gabe?
Like they're just next to each other.
Yeah, angles that are next to each other.
And then opposite is they're on opposite sides of each other.
Okay? A and B are adjacent angles, right? They're adjacent because they share the same vertex and they share a side. So they're adjacent. Opposite angles. Give me a pair of opposite angles. Alex?
D and B.
D and B. What's the other one?
A and C.
A and C, they're opposite. It is helpful to know that opposite angles are equal. And I can prove it to you if you would like. What do we know about, let me make this a little bit straighter line. What do we know about the angles A and B? They're adjacent, but what do we know about them?
They're two different angles.
They're two different angles.
Two different degrees.
They're probably not equal. They don't look equal. One is, going back to what you were saying, obtuse and acute. Which one's acute? Which one? A, and B is obtuse. So, but what do we know about A and B? What do we know? We don't know their measurements.
If you add them, you'll get 180.
If you add them together, you equal 180. How do you know that, Eliza? You are so smart.
Because they are adjacent to each other.
And they form
A 90-degree angle.
close.
Straight line.
A straight line, which is, what is the measurement of a straight angle? 180. So any two angles that form a straight line, the sum equals 180. These are adjacent angles, but they don't equal 180, right? Because that's not a straight angle. So A and B, A plus B equals 180. What do we know about B plus C?
That equals 180.
B plus C equals, I'm going to do C plus B equals 180. Can anybody see a pattern here between A and C?
They both of them are plus B.
They both have B in it.
It's the same. Because if A plus B equals 180 and C plus B equals 180, then A has to equal C. Do you see that? Okay. So this is, we're going to say, and let's put some numbers behind this. Say this is 70. What is B? 110. And then B plus C equals 180. So C has to be what?
70.
And then what does D have to equal?
110.
110. So is everyone in here convinced that opposite angles are equal?
Yes.
Okay? And you can even prove it, right? Okay. Look at example 1 on page 368. We have this beautiful triangle, right triangle, and we have they want you to find the angle measurements of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Who can tell me one?
90 or 4.
Say that again? Max?
There's 90-degree angle.
Okay, that's not one, but we know that's a 90. Good. I appreciate that.
Very good. Very good.
4 is 90 because it's up the straight line.
4 is 90?
Would it be?
Very close.
Or is 4 crooked or is it straight?
4 looks
Very
like
close.
this.
Okay.
Do you see
Wait.
how it goes like that and that?
Oh,
It's
like
this
that.
angle.
I thought 4 was a line. Like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, does that make sense? Okay. Hannah,
Is that 3 right, like straight up from the, like, right underneath the 4 is 3?
yes.
Okay, so is 3 and 2 45 degrees?
We don't know. What do we know that 2 plus 3 equals?
5.
180, guys.
That's funny. No, angle 2 plus angle 3
90.
equals 90. Right, right. Angle 2 plus angle 3 equals 90. Does it mean that they each equal 45?
No, it does not.
Not necessarily. Because if we know they equal each other, yes. But we don't know, this might equal 44 and this might equal 46. We don't know. What's the easiest angle based on what we just talked about? What's the easiest ones to figure out?
1 and 4.
1 and 4 because they're the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, talk to me about angle 1.
Angle
It's
1
obtuse.
is-
It's obtuse.
It's gonna.
What does it equal?
140.
140.
Exactly.
How do we know that angle 1 equals 140?
We don't.
Yes, we do.
We do.
Wait, cause
We
the
do.
cause the one under it
See, we do.
is the one under it 40?
The one under it is 40,
Because it's a
and
supplement of
they
angle 40.
form a straight
And they- yeah,
line,
and they have
so
to
that
equal
equals
180.
140. Reese, you're dying to say something back there.
We know that number 2 is 40 because.
Yes, because why?
There's a
The one
supplement.
next to it is 40.
Okay, but if I didn't know this, number 1, how do I know that angle 2 is 40? They're
'Cause the
opposite
opposite
angles, and opposite angles are equal. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Now, Hannah Lander, can I figure out angle 3?
Yes.
What is it?
Oh, I know.
I got this. Like 50.
50. Why?
Because it equals 90.
Right, equals 90. Why do we know that those two equal 90?
Because
Because
40
it's
plus
a right
50
angle.
equals 90.
And
Okay.
the right angle's 90 degrees.
Hannah?
Because they have to equal 90 because the right triangle equals 90.
Yeah, the sum of the angles of a triangle, which is another relationship between angles. The sum of the angles in any triangle equals what?
180.
180.
Oh, wait.
180. So if this is 90, these two together have to equal 90. So that equals 50. And the last one equals what, Hannah?
130 degrees. The
One.
one,
Why?
these the one opposite is 50, and then you get 180.
It forms a straight angle. How many of you guys can do this?
I understand it now.
It's kind of fun, right? It's like figuring out this puzzle and filling in the pieces. So that is example 1. And we are going to stop the video here because that was
Bye.
good